Okay, for the last fight of Hulk month. Next month is Doom again, and yes, I've got fights with Black Adam, Vader, Doomsday, a couple other people, and some other slightly more different sort of fights to finish up the year with Doom. In January, I'm trying to figure out how to do Proto Man versus Knuckles. That's a different sort of one because it's like trying to compare, like apples to kumquats. So I'm gonna try to do what I can with that. So this for the final fight of Hulk month. Someone suggested do some with Unmerged Hulk. Never heard of that version? Okay. This is a different. Somebody says Unmerged, other times just refer to as straight feral Hulk. During the time of Onslaught, brief background on Onslaught. During the storyline Fatal Attraction, awesome storyline, Magneto asked the writers if adamantium was again ability to be affected by his magnetism. He was told that it was. And he kind of went, dude, this dude is totally covered in metal that I can control. And he went, ripped it straight out of him. This is when Wolverine all of a sudden had the really jagged bone claws, lost his nose and wearing like a pirate mask. And he was kind of cool, but not really. And his healing powers were just through the roof all of a sudden. Well, slowly over time, there essentially becoming an amalgam of the psychic energy. Well, after that happened, Professor X was kind of just essentially mind-ripped Magneto. Magneto then became as cool as this glass jar. That's about what he could do. He was just a stationary object. What happened is the repression of Xavier of all the years of just failing, all of his other minor failings, that kind of coalesced with the native energy that he stole from Magneto and became its own kind of sub-personality. We called Onslaught. Onslaught later also then captured Franklin Richards as well as X-Man and became a crossover event for the entire year. He was a summer crossover. Gigantic individual. Some people have him now as 34 feet. But he could get bigger. He was an Omega level mutant. He had the ability to, he had near omniscience, sorry, reality warping capabilities, super strength. In his first form, he was able to punch Juggernaut unconscious through the air, like across North America. He also removed the gem of Sidrock from him. In a battle of the astral plane, he was actually able to offer Jean Grey a level power that's higher than that of Phoenix. So as you can tell, the guy can knock out Juggernaut, which is an impressive strength feat, as well as can best Jean Grey on the astral plane. And then take on the majority of every single Marvel superhero at one time. This is also that Heroes Reborn, because after Hulk was able to crack the armor of Onslaught, which is pure psychic level armor. I mean, he's written as being virtually unstoppable. Once an armor was, of course, shattered, a psychic energy burst, equivalent of the atomic bomb happened, which then left just the pure psychic energy that was Onslaught. So Unmerged Hulk was the one who did that. Now, some people don't call him Unmerged because it doesn't get Unmerged until exactly after that effect. But what happens is Jean Grey, Hulk is like, Jean, I need you to shut off Banner entirely. Remove Banner's subconscious ability to hold me back and put me at just the raw, animalistic level of Hulk. And this level of Hulk, when they draw his fist, and his fist is pretty close to the size of that of Onslaught, Onslaught's got him pinned down. This is a guy who in his first form was able to, well, that sound sucked, was able to knock Juggernaut across North America and knock him unconscious. This is a version now holding Hulk down. Hulk breaks free and just punches him with a fist that looks like it's the size of a semi and blasts a hole inside that armor. And it's this version of Hulk. This is the pure, raw, virtually non-stop animalistic version of Hulk that existed for a couple of panels. For some reason, people like the Hulk that exists for not even an entire comic. On one side. Other side, Superman. We all kind of know him. Don't need to go through too much detail on Superman. I do realize I went through more detail on Onslaught than Unmerged, but in order to actually get an idea of how strong Unmerged Hulk is, He didn't understand how strong Onslaught was. So, here we do. I go through my basic nine criteria: intelligence, fighting ability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, interjection, versatility, and X factor. So, intelligence. This is near feral Hulk. I mean, he can barely get out words. So, Soup definitely has an advantage when it comes to your overall just intelligence. Fighting ability. I'm well aware of the fact that Superman, depending on writer, actually does have a Kryptonian level background when it comes to fighting. I'm going to give the edge to Unmerged Hulk. Probably because given his size and his just pure level of anger, this is like if you had a really good boxer fighting a bear. A bear with threatening cubs. And this bear is huge. So like if Floyd Mayweather fought a bear. An angry bear with threatened cubs. You can have a lot of skill, but you're taking on just raw animalistic instinct. And the time it takes Superman to think about, oh god, he's hitting me with whatever he can get a hold of. With no regard for his own personal safety. It's going to be like fighting a wall of fists. Strength. Unmerged Hulk. The fact that he was able to crack the armor of an Omega level mutant to the point that it exploded. That's impressive. An individual who pretty much held off the rest of the Marvel Universe. And was able to, he had a force field as well. So beyond the force field, he had an actual just pure psychic energy style armor. That's an impressive feat right there. Speed, it's Soup's. Soup still effectively has a speed edge here. Durability. Well, the angrier Hulk gets, the fire regeneration rate is. This is feral, non-stop, rage-induced Hulk. And he held his own very, very well against Onslaught. It wasn't until the explosion happened that he actually split into Hulk and into Banner. So you have to theorize that as Hulk his anger becomes higher and higher, regeneration goes through the roof. This is a super high level anger. So tremendous amount of durability. Invulnerability. Same thing. What pretty much stopped Hulk and knocked him unconscious was the equivalent of a psychic explosion. Where everyone else was like, I got shields up. Is everyone else okay? No one else dead? Okay. I think we survived that. And it just knocked him out. I know people will be like, well, Superman has tanked planet-busting attacks. He's tanked someone throwing the moon at him. Yes, sometimes. But I'm looking at a level of Hulk that's able to take a blast that most people thought, well, he's dead. Oh, he's knocked unconscious. There's barely scratches on him. So it's more the impact of the sonic burst split him into two different bodies that actually helped me knocked unconscious. So it's more of the psychic energy effect than less the actual bludgeoning effect to it. Energy projection. This is Superman. Heat, vision, frost, breath. He's got this. Versatility. Again, Superman. You've got the combination of the ability to use the super speed, the heat vision, frost breath, telescopic, hear everything, microscopic vision, and sometimes, some ways, he actually gets the radio waves. He also, well, I guess it's somewhat canon, he has the ability to whistle and to destroy the residual rhythmic vibrations that were Darkseid. So that's a pretty good level of abilities. Not an overall X factor. Instead, one last bit that I think is really going to give one person the edge over the other. And I'm going to give this one to Unmerged Hulk. Yes, there's a version of Hulk that can beat Superman. If you read Marvel vs. DC, Superman actually took a punch from Professor Hulk. And he was like, oh, wow, okay, that could have knocked me unconscious. Okay. But this version of Hulk has the ability to split pretty much one of the most durable individuals that existed in the X-Men universe. So that means one punch from him has a pretty good chance of legitimately knocking out Superman. You probably go, but Superman has a speed advantage. That is correct. But Superman does get hit by people like Colossus, Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy, not really has a level super speed to him, depending on writer. This is a guy who's had arrows shot at him from Green Arrow. I don't think he's shooting faster than light arrows. He's probably even shooting sonic speed arrows. So they're having people who are of a much slower speed who have the ability to tag Superman. The fact Superman's like, huh, this guy looks really, oh god! And, Hulk is going to make a beeline for him. This is going to be almost like when Superman fought Doomsday. Just, this is Doomsday at the end of the book. This is maxed power Doomsday. This is your theoretic maximum, infinite level, constantly spiking, not hitting an asymptote style of Hulk. I think if he were to get a good hold of Superman, he's got a one-punch knockout. Easily. With the amount of damage he was able to do to Onslaught with that one well-placed shot, and the fact that he became pretty close in size, we're looking at an absolutely monstrous level of Hulk that within one punch or one kick can very easily knock out Superman.